Hello everyone, welcome back to We Resin Texas. I've just got a simple little thing here that I thought I'd do before we get into today's project. Crushed crystal. If anybody's looking for it, it's back in stock on Amazon. You better grab it while you can, before they sell out. Everybody, I know there's a lot of people that know about it, so better stock up. I bought 3, because I was not gonna run out. I was gonna make sure, because nobody knows when they're gonna have it in stock. And I know a lot of people said that one powder was kind of like crushed crystal. Nope, it's not. Nothing like crushed crystal. Got a big, well, I say it's big, order from Eye Candy. This is a little mold, purse mold that I got from Amazon. I thought this thing was going to be a little bit smaller. I actually bought these for little, inclusions to go with my little bears and little critter things. But yeah, it was a lot bigger than what I thought. So anyway, and unfortunately I bought these before the discount, before Father's Day, and they ran their special. I should have waited, but I didn't. So, let's see, we bought the Gauge Green, which is really pretty. Look at that. And this is all by Eye Candy. This is the Cabosa. That's a real pretty green too. I bought these. I'm not even monetized yet, so everything that you see that I'm buying, I'm unboxing, all that, it's because I purchased it. Okay, this one is Green Day. I like how they package. They package very, very well. I was trying to run through these really quick, but I don't know if we're going to get through them really quick. And these are just the regular pigments. And that's like a green color. That's really pretty. I thought about buying jars for these, but then I got to thinking, you know what? I'm not going to do that until I figure out which ones I like the best. I don't even need to take that one out. This is a Tampopo yellow. The owner that owns Eye Candy, they are, he is a veteran. They're military-based people, which I really love because, my husband was a veteran as well. Shogun yellow. That's a real pretty yellow. But yeah, my husband was also a veteran. Unfortunately, my husband passed away in August of this past year. So, this is one of the reasons why I kind of got on YouTube and started filming and doing all this. Is a lot of it is kind of to help me, because I've been, since he passed away, I've kind of been in a very sad, dark place, kind of. So I knew that I had to do something. So this is the way for me to be able to kind of cope, basically, I guess. This is Kawachi Fuji Sibafu Green. and I'm probably butchering these names. I'm pretty sure that all of these came from Japan, these names, because, like I said, the owner was in the military. I'm assuming just by some of the names, and I don't know for a fact, but I have a feeling that he either A, he likes Japan, or B, he was stationed probably in Okinawa. And the only reason why I know that, because my brother was stationed also in Okinawa, Japan, when he was in the military. Pacific Blue. He was a Marine, just like this gentleman, I guess, that owns Eye Candy. I think if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, but I think he was a Marine. Cherry Blossom, and a lot of these are Japan names. Red Rose, Wisteria Purple. I really like that color. Shoe Copper. Ooh, now that's pretty. That almost looks red. Shoji, or Shoji. That is a pretty, that's a cross between a white and a silver. That's gorgeous. Hakashika. I hope I am not butchering these names. Those are really pretty. And then you got Icicle, and I know I'm going to love this one. This is almost, to me, it favors Crushed Crystal a lot. When I seen that, even on the website, I seen it, and I was like, oh my God, I gotta have that. Kiowa Copper, or Kiwa Copper. I think it's Kiowa. Aurea Gold. Saya White. There's the 10K. I'm just kind of running through these quick, guys. Shibuya Orange. Ocean Blue. And Hibiscus Yellow. Now, those are all just regular colors. Now, Color Shift. I bought the Color Shift sample pack, and I've already seen other people unbox this, so I already know which ones I kind of like. This is Fuji San, which is more like a kind of a, from looking at the bag and the way I'm looking at it, it shifts between a purple, it looks like a red, is what it looks like to me, which is very pretty. Zen Gardens, I love this color. It's kind of, from what I'm seeing, and you can't really tell in the bag, it looks like it has hues of pink, and I can't really tell any of the other colors. This is Shisho, or Shisho. It is purple, but it goes, I can't really tell in this light of mine. So until we use these, I'm not going to really know what the color shift. It looks like it goes from purple to blue. It looks like I can't really tell if that's got like little red flakes in it. Buddha. No, that looks like it might have a little bit of a gold hue to it. And this is Pagoda Temple. Can't really, it looks like a pink or a mauve to a copper. Gari, or Jari, Gari, Gary. I would say Gary, G-A-R-I, but I don't know. I doubt it's that, though, because that's really pretty color. And I am trying to get that color shift so it looks like purple. Looks like it goes to purple. In this light that I have, it's really hard to tell what the color shift really is. Origami. Especially in the bag. It's really hard to tell. Amadori. This is like a bluish green. That's really pretty. Monitor Lizard. That's like a pinkish purple. Ooh, that's really pretty color. They're pretty on the swans that I have. Let me try that on those swans. Sumo Wrestler. And I've seen these in resin also on another channel. And they are pretty. Some of them are kind of similar though. Golden Pavilion. I may have to do some samples of some of these just to see what they look like. Harajuku Girl. And this looks like it may be a purple, orange, reddish. Can't really tell. I'm sorry guys that I can't tell these colors because Kabuki. Now this is probably, I know this is like a green gold. Now that I can see. So it's like a green, yellow, gold. Tongawa River. Now that is pretty. And the color shift on it is like a, it's hard to explain. Can y'all, I hope y'all can pick that up. It's like a pink. That is a gorgeous color shift on that one. Land of the Rising Sun. This is like a copper, but it's kind of a reddish. So it goes from red to probably copper. Okinawa Sunset. This one, gorgeous. And it goes from like a purple to a real dark pinkish red. That one's really pretty. Shinto Shrine. And this is a pink to a purple, or a purple to a pink is what that goes into. Like I said, a lot of these are similar. Tokyo Horizon. Oh, now that one's pretty. That's almost like a glitter. It even sounds like a glitter. There ain't much in that bag. That is gorgeous. Yeah, there's not very much in that little bag at all. Geisha doll. And this is like a green, like a hint of green. So it goes from white to green. Cami. Can't really tell. It's got like a purplish shift, but it looks almost brown. So I can't really tell if it's a purple. It looks like a mauve or a purple color, but it also looks brown. But I know it goes to a purplish pink. Ruri, and that's a blue, and that will shift to like a blue-green. I do believe. I know they say these are color shift, but I'm not seeing this one shift. But it could just be my lighting. Okay, this is Haiku. And this looks the same as the other one, the the cami. They're almost basically the same. Tabico. So this goes from a pink, from a copper or a red to like a dark pink, copper, dark pink. Separo. Now this goes to this has got a pink hue. Now that's really pretty. And this is Sushi Roll, and it goes from like green to pinks to a pinkish purple. Kiji. This is a real pretty teal color. That's what it looks like to me. Looks like it goes from green to teal. And a kiwi. I guess I'm saying that. Akbi, Akibi. Yeah, some of these names I can't pronounce. And this looks like it's got red, pink. But yep, so that's the Color Shift family. And this was the sample pack. And like I said, once you know, I'm gonna leave these. Well, probably not these though, because I don't think I want to do Color Shift in what we're fixing to do. But I do have to get me some. These little things are hard to get back in this little plastic bag, I'll tell you that. Well, I tell you, today has been a struggle. And I don't know why. But it has. Okay. So, what we are doing today is we are going to do boom. We are doing a balloon today. We are just gonna have fun. I'm just trying to think of what else. I'm still kind of up in the air. I've got this color of pigment paste. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. It's called Spearmint, and I've had these for a long time, so I'm trying to get rid of them. And then I've got this one that I made that's a dark green, and it's Juniper. So I'm thinking between these two, doing both, and then adding a little bit of interference green in it. And I want to do this, and this could be a flop, I don't know, just playing around. I really liked this olive. No, this is forest green. I really like that olive green, but I can tell you right now that's not going to look good. But I also liked this forest green. So, my thinking is I am going to do my ocean white in with a little bit of this pearl. That's the plan. Yeah, I may add a little bit of interference red in this. I opened it up and it does look really a cross between a red and a copper. It's really pretty. So that is my plan. I'm going to mix up this little, a little extra ink epoxy. No, that looks really thick, so I don't think I want to use, don't want to use that. That's the turbo, so I know I don't want to use that. So I'll just use my J Diction here, so I can get rid of it. I'm thinking probably for this, I'm going to mix up 8 ounces. If that's too much, then it's too much, no biggie. I've got extra molds sitting over here that I can use. Whatever you do, do not spray alcohol in your handmade molds. If you need to clean them, get anything out of them, use tape. You can use, I use this because that's just what I have here in front of me. You can use packing tape. You can use Scotch tape. Masking tape does not work. In fact, painter's tape is not that good either. Packing tape is really the best. But this does the job. Just don't spray alcohol in your handmade molds, because you will ruin them. And if you want them to last, you will not do that. Okay, so got that cleaned out. I'm going to move that to the side while I get all this mixed up. You know, I'm just going to use this because, of course, it's easier to get to. Ooh, and of course I think there's glitter down in there from the last time I used glitter, which will be in my, which I cleaned it out. So, I mean, I clean my molds as soon as I get done. Okay, so we are gonna, actually, I'm gonna go ahead, since I'm using this, I'm gonna go ahead and do 10 ounces. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do 10. Like I said, I have others if I need it, no biggie. Not a big deal, not a big deal. I always pour my B in first because it is thinner. And that's just the way I've always done it. Some people pour A in first. Some people do B first. I don't really know if there's a right or a wrong to that method. I don't know, because I don't, I've always done it this way and I've never had any issues. So okay, that's my 5 ounces. Now I'm going to add my A, and I'll add it up to the 10. And with this, you've got to get down eye level and make sure that you're hitting right on the mark when you do it. So that way you know you're not over or under. I mean, you can't just glance at it and say, yeah, that's, you know, because no, that's not, it doesn't work like that. And then just give it time to kind of sink and rise up. And we are good. Now, I will pop the lid on this. And I will push start. And I'm going to go ahead and get my cups ready. Oh yeah, it's going dead. Okay, let me... It would, wouldn't it? Because it normally lasts longer than that. Let's see if this... Okay, so I'm going to stir these up here because, like I said, I've had these micas for a while when I made these up myself, so I definitely want to stir them up real good because the pigment has settled in there. And then when I get done, I'm going to take this and throw it in the vacuum chamber because, you know, of course we are doing a pour, a bloom side, so, well, it's not really a bloom, it's going to be a, I'm going to try for a Larimar. That's what I'm hoping for, guys, but I don't know if that's going to be what it's going to be, but that's what I'm shooting for. And I'm just going to set that there on top of that lid, like so. Let me look at this. And I do not mix my resin for, you know, X amount of time. When I see that there's no more striations in there, then I know it's ready, it's cured, and it's good to go. But I don't mix it for any certain amount of time. I'm really trying not to make a mess either with this resin here. Okay. And my darn thingamabopper's going off over here because the dill got in it. Naturally, when you don't want something to happen, it happens, right? So the cord set the thing off. So all I do is take some isopropyl alcohol on my paper towel. Do this. You can pull it off. Sometimes it pulls off, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we are back. I got whatever bubbles I could get out. I still got to stir this one up, and I'm hoping this one ain't fixing to make a mess everywhere, and I'm pretty sure it is because I'm sure it's full. Let me move this out of my way before I spill it, because I don't want to make a mess with this. I have these little containers just already here, and so I didn't have to buy any, and I thought, oh well, these will work. Oh no, they leak out everywhere. I mean, it was a good concept though. But I didn't know they were going to leak the way they do. I'm glad I didn't make, you know, a whole lot. Like I said, these are pigment mica powders that I had when I first started. And so I thought, well, I'll just make a pigment paste out of them. And they'll last longer because some of them I really, really like. And I thought, well, this will save me from having to buy mica powders for a while. Well, you know, I'm still buying mica powders. Okay, so I don't even know how much I'm going to need for white. Let's see what I'm going to need for my red. That will probably be plenty for the red. Or I say red, it's supposed to be copper. I'm going to try to equal these out. I don't think I need that much for each one. Because it's just going to be a go around. It's not... Okay. Let me open up my little cups here. And then I'm going to have one for my white. Okay, so I've got one for the green, one for the copper. I need another one for the green. And then I've got to have one for white. And I know this is probably way too much. I'll have extras. Okay. Because I'm going to do 2 greens. A white. But I want them all to be even, so I need a little bit more in here. And then I got to save enough for my push. I've got to do 1 cup for my white. Okay. I'm not really sure. I've never done one of these, so I'm not really sure how much of each to put in here. So I'm only, you know, I'm only going to do a little bit because, like I said, this is my first go at whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing here. I could be just boogering it all up. And if I am, well, that's fine too. I probably do need a little bit more green in that than what I'm adding though. But we're gonna go with that. I don't watch enough videos to really, and some of the videos that I've been seeing, they don't really show how much, you know, stuff they're putting in there. So, you know, I kind of don't know. I'm just going by kind of what I think I need. And like I said, I don't even know, I can't even remember if I'm supposed to do a push, to be honest. But I do want that color there to be seen. I mean, I want them all to be seen, but that one for sure. And then I'm going to do my white, and I'm just going to take the lid off, because if I don't, it's going to leak out. See, that bottle, and it's been standing up, and it's still oozing and gooing and just everywhere. I don't know what's wrong with this crazy bottle here, but something is definitely up with this crazy bottle. And I don't want a whole lot, because I do want to do my mica powder. But I think I still need a little bit more white than that, because I know you want enough white to come up over the top. And then whatever I have left, I'll either do for a push, or we will do for a, oh, I was going to do this here. I am going to add a little bit of this, but I think I want to stir this up first. I don't know why I did not mix my colors in. Before I did the vacuum chamber. And this is getting kind of warm, so I got to get a move on. I'm just trying not to put too much white, because I don't want it too heavy, because I do want it to come up over the top. And I wish the squeeze bottle, the squirt bottle, worked, but it doesn't. I don't know what's wrong with that bottle. It's been messed up since I bought it. I'm gonna leave that sitting right there for a minute, because I still gotta get these mixed up. Add a little bit of this. That much. Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm not even in the camera. So that's how much mica powder I added. I'm just sitting over here just like mixing away. I'm sorry, I thought y'all were in the camera, and you were not. Okay, let's hope that this is the doer here. Let me get this out of my way. That's my problem. I stuck that back down here. Okay, let's hope this is the finisher right here to this white, because it's getting warm and I can't keep playing around, which I'm not really playing around. I'm actually mixing, but and these little sticks, I don't even know why I got it. Once I decant this, it'll be, and I still don't know if that's even wide enough for a layer more, but you know what, I'm gonna go with it, because I really don't want to go with it, but I'm gonna have to, because I don't know. I don't want to make it too heavy and then not, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna add more of this, because that's too light. And that's probably too. Thank goodness I'm not having to pipe this, because if I was having to do that, I'd really be messed up. I don't even think I'm going to have enough time to get my pigment powder, my interference powders in them, because it took so long in that stinking vacuum chamber. Oh yeah, these are getting way hot. Why are those so hot, but this one's not? That don't make no sense. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. Oh God, that's so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, this one's barely even warm. I am gonna go ahead with the green. Just because I think it's gonna help this one, because this one's so light colored, and I really thought they were way darker than that. And that's what's crazy. This isn't even fast set. And I really think my greens need to be darker to make it look good, because that's so dark. But we're gonna roll with it, because let's just see what it's gonna look like. Don't know till we try, right? Okay, go ahead and go ahead and pour my white in. I'm hoping that I ain't filling this too full, because I really want to get my colors in. Oh, I don't like these little skinny sticks. I don't even know why I grab them, especially when I have. I'm gonna throw them in the trash, because I can't do those skinny sticks. I don't like them, never have. I mean, they're fine for, you know, when I do tumblers, but not for this particular thing here. Okay, so I think, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do green first. And I'm just gonna pour around the out. Oh wow, that's really light green. Yep, I see this red taking over. Taking over. that's what I see. Yeah, I had a lot of epoxy left. Wow. And these greens are almost the same exact color. And then I'm going to go in with my push. And I don't know what we're going to get, but we're going to get something. I just don't know what. I really don't even know what I'm doing. I was supposed to pour it in the middle. Oh my God. Oh Lord, guys. I don't know what's up. All right, I'm going to hit the middle, and hopefully, I don't know what this is going to turn out like. To be honest, I have no clue. But you know what? Resin does what resin wants to do, so guess what? We're going to let resin do what resin wants to do, and I'm just going to pour this in the center too. All of it. Oh shoot, I didn't put this on a thingy-majig, on a board. This was supposed to have been on a board, so I could move it. Don't know what this is going to look like. I haven't a clue. So y'all don't y'all don't go by what I'm doing, because I have no idea what I'm doing, obviously. Which one do I have the most of? Okay, we are gonna just go right here in the center and do a little bit more. I got my little spatula over here though, so I can. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm going to get something really pretty. But I don't really know, guys. This one right here don't have hardly anything around the edge right there. Whoops. Okay. Let me get this moved. Get this put up over here. Get these gloves off. Change gloves, because I don't want to touch anything with my sticky gloves. So, and I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna scoop this, hopefully, right up on this. I mean, I know this thing is sturdy enough that I could have moved it, but I would rather do it this way. I'd rather be safe than sorry, because I don't want to mess everywhere. And I should have put it on a paper towel too, and I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I should have put a paper towel under that little puppy. just going to grab a pair of these blue gloves here. I say blue, they're not blue, they're purple. And I've got some little turtles here. And I will just pour that. Oh, that could go in my little snail. I forgot about that. Here, we'll finish filling this little guy up. He just gonna be different colors, but he'll be okay. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what he looks like, as long as he's dressed. And then I have this other mold, and I'm hoping that that over there does whatever, I don't know, whatever I'm really wanting it to do, which I really, yeah, at this point I don't even know what it's going to do. I'm hoping it just turns out pretty at this point, because I totally botched that side of it. There's no way in God's green earth I'm gonna get anything good out of that, I don't think. If I do, it's gonna surprise me. It is really gonna surprise me. Okay. Done. This one, we're gonna go ahead and pour this one in there too. See, some of these I don't get it. Some of them are got hotter. We're gonna have a little bit of a green in our conch shell over here, but I think it'll be okay. I really need to take them and move them. Both of them. Let me take this and move this over here. I'm still here, guys. I'm just having to move from one spot to... Ouch. Okay, I'll grab my little turtles here. And we'll get some of this green put in there. I'm just trying to fill these up just so I can get rid of this resin here. I don't want to waste it. But I know I don't have enough. Okay. And then let me see what we got here. Hopefully this hasn't set up yet. No, this isn't even warm. Okay, you know what? We're gonna make we'll just do green. I'm gonna get my big spatula so I can like really scrape. I really had plans for all this extra, but I didn't know it was going to take that long in the vacuum chamber, so And then too, by the time I walk from where it's at to in back in here, that takes up a little bit of time, so. And I just don't have any room in here for it, so unfortunately I can't bring it in here. And I know with, you know, blooms and stuff, you got to have the bubbles out, so I didn't have any choice but to use it. And then I've got to get this little guy cleaned out here. That's the only bad thing about using this. I need to get, I guess I could get the small one, and then you can just use whatever, those 8-ounce cups I think they are. But at the time that I bought this, oh Lord, I was thinking big. Or not thinking at all, one of the two, not sure which. Probably the latter. Okay. I'm going to set that aside for just a minute. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just spray 99. I use 99% on stuff like this because, to me, I want this stuff clean. And I just spray the alcohol in there. I go around my outside first, and then I go around into my inside. And then I will spray it again. Just because, you know, the first time you're not getting it all out the first time. There's no way you're getting it out the first time. And then I spray it again. Whoa, I almost spilt that mica powder, and I would not have been a happy camper. And then go back around the outside again because I'm touching it with my sticky fingers. And then there it is. That's a done deal. I'm going to wipe my hands. And I don't like touching stuff when it's all sticky, so I'm just going to set all that to the side. And I am going to go in with this green here, just so I can try to get rid of it. And that'll be another one of these down. I really don't know why I'm cleaning that stick. I just said I didn't like those. But I'm cleaning that darn stick. Get the epoxy up off my table. Clean my table up a little bit. Okay. I'll mix mix this. Now this is a little darker than the last, but it's okay. I don't have a medium-sized turtle mold, so I'm going to use this one for like my little pocket hugs. For my little pocket hug, make little pocket hugs out of them. These actually sell pretty good at a craft fair. I mean, a few dollars, you know, not much, but people seem to like them. So, and you can do hearts, you can do, I mean, you can do just about anything really that you want to do. But I'll put that on top of that back because it's level. And I need to spray. Trying not to make a mess, but get it in all the little feet and his nooks and crannies of all the little turtle. You want to make sure you get it in his tail, and it's just as easy to take your little stick and just drop it in. But like I said, it is getting thick, so I'm gonna try to get this stuff filled up before it starts sitting up on me. And these are handmade molds too. Or at least I think they are. I want to say one came from Into Resin, and the other one I think I got off of Temu or Amazon, one of the two. I'm not really sure, but I know I didn't buy two from Into Resin. Shoot, I couldn't afford to buy two of them from Into Resin. Okay, I'm gonna move those right here on this leveling board. And let's see what my little butterfly mold, if I have any left, which it looks like I'm gonna. Just want to get those little guys domed real good. And right now I've got stuff sitting everywhere. For one little project, it takes all this stuff. I definitely need a bigger space. Okay, I think they're about domed. And I know the little butterflies take 2 drips each. I'm going to go ahead and spray these guys. Nope, I don't want that in my interference powders. Oh, I forgot I had this little mold. Here, let's see. I don't think I have enough for him. We're going to see if I do. If I do, awesome. And it may not turn out because it's already getting thick, but let's hope so. Let's just hope I have enough to fill this little guy up. I don't want him to be two-toned. Oh, I don't know though. That might be kind of pretty for him to be a two-toned turtle. But generally, 9 times out of 10, this stuff, it don't do well when it starts sitting up. But like I said, I'm trying to keep from wasting, because, you know, of course, epoxy is expensive. We all know that. Shoot, just about everything now is expensive. It doesn't matter what it is. I guess if I wouldn't filled up the little, finished filling up the little shells, my little snail and stuff, I would have had exactly the perfect amount for this little guy. But it's okay. He's just an extra, no big deal. He may be two-toned, but that'll be all right. Because I can't get anything else out of him, that's for sure. But he would have been pretty cute in that color. But like I said, it's already setting up, so it's okay. Like I said, he will be a two-toned little turtle, but he'll be fine. He gonna look cute. Okie doke. That's all for that. I'm gonna pull. Oh no, I need to clean my little thingamajig here. A little scraper. Me little scraper. I don't want to leave that sticky. I'll have to finish filling that one up another go around. Okay. Since this hand's not sticky, I can get the lid on some of this stuff. I will see you guys, because we're just waiting for demold, and I will see you guys on demold. Bye. Hey guys, we are back. Time to demold. Oh, let me grab 2 more molds. I forgot I had these 2 also on there. Let me straighten up this camera here for just a minute. Okay. Alright, we're going to go ahead and unmold these first, because these were all of our extras before we get to the main event. I did finally get me some soapy water, and I may have to Oh, he turned out cute. Even though he's got different colors, but he's still cute. He's super cute. I got one little bubble right there, but I can fill that in with some UV resin. But he turned out super cute. Not much trim either, just right there on the side where I over poured. And on this side, it's just right there. I have to leave him right there. He turned out kind of cute. Let me move this out of my way. Here's our little shell. It was supposed to have been all pink, but I hadn't had no pink, so I just done it with the green bottom. It's fine. No big deal. It's just going to be a freebie anyway. It was just a mold to dump my extras in. Got a little bit of overage there, which is not that big of a deal. This is still kind of soft on the bottom because that was a 20, should have waited 24 hours, and it was kind of late in the day yesterday when I did these, so. I still have not ordered any, and I was going to do that today, and I totally forgot. I was going to order some of the bigger jump rings, and I totally let it slip my mind. I've been doing Vine reviews all morning, so, and then I just totally forgot. It's kind of cute. Fill it up with something. I don't know what, but it's cute. Okay, and then of course our itty bitty baby ones. That's what those turned out like. And I may use some of these for pocket hugs. I don't know how big they're supposed to be. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be bigger than this, but I don't really have, I like these little turtles, but I don't really have anything bigger. I don't know what that is. Looks like a piece of hair. I'll get that out in a minute. But, and then here's the other color. Oh, now I like that color. That is a pretty color. I believe that was the spearmint color that I have. That is super pretty. I like that color. And then these are all just the dark colors. Now you could do earrings out of these. We're gonna go ahead and move on to this because I want to get this demolded because I want to see this. It did not close up, and that was partly my fault. I could have put, you know, took a heat gun to it and made it close up, but you know, who's gonna see it? It's the back, right? So for the moment of truth, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I am so scared because I really hope this turned out really cool. Okay, are y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. That was an epic fail. Okay, so and that mold has all kinds of scratches in it. And that's a brand new mold. That don't make me happy. And little bitty T90, feels like little T90 pin bubbles all through there. Can y'all see that? And I mean, that could have been for me, because of course, oh no, this mold has bubbles all in it. Oh my God. Well, that's kind of my fault for not inspecting it when I got it. Yeah, there's all kinds of... that makes me sick. Okay, so anyway, this didn't turn out. This looks really dull because it's scratched up. It's got little baby pinholes all in it, and it's because of the mold. That doesn't make me a very happy camper for somebody to sell a mold that's got issues. And I know it's a handmade mold, and I get it, but when you pay that kind of money for something, make sure that it's 100% perfect before you send it to a customer. It'd be shinier. I mean, it's shiny, don't get me wrong. I'm just really upset about all the little pinholes. But other than that, I mean, it was a fail. These can be fixed, of course. It's called do a flip and top coat on it. Or I can take and put some silicone in here and hopefully fix the dadgum mistakes that should have been fixed before they were ever sent out. But however, yeah, I mean, you can see all kinds of imperfections in that mold. And there's no way I would even be able to sell this to a customer. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'm hoping y'all can see what I see. Let's see if I can get y'all. Probably not, because I can't see them in this phone. So anyway, yep, I don't know if it was my white. Apparently my white was not heavy enough. I think it should have been heavier. Yeah. Do I want to keep trying it in this mold? No. But that's why I poured in it, because I want to see which ones are messed up. Because, I mean, and this is my first time pouring in them. So, but I am going to have to, well, I'm not going to put a top coat on this because it was a fail. That was an epic fail. So I guess I think I want to try it again. I feel like I want to do it again, but I think I need more white. If y'all know why it failed, drop it in the comments below and let me know if it was because my white wasn't heavy enough, because I feel like even looking here on the side, that white is like barely white. I think it really was supposed to be way whiter than that. It was supposed to be a heavy white, but I know it's supposed to still come up over top of your colors. So that's why I didn't make it really that heavy. So, but anyway, that is that. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure and do so. It doesn't cost you anything. Make sure to hit the like, share, and comment on the video if you liked it, you disliked it, whatever. Just let me know. Also, let me know what you think I did wrong in this. I guess I will see you guys in the next one. But for now, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.